Aujourd'hui, je vais parler de the most serious of the recent fetish race towards the name, you know. Have you heard of tradwives and SAHG, or stay-at-home girlfriends? Yeah, I'm going to compare and find out which kind is the stupidest and or most worthless POS there is. Hey, Zempak here. Oh lord. One of the best things about growing older and acquiring some wisdom is that it is much easier to spot BS. Yeah, and boy, are there a lot of BS, especially being perpetuated on social media, right? People in general are just really, really dumb. So today I'm gonna ruminate on some new generational jargon, and to be fair, I'll try to empathize with it, right? But seeing these terms, our tradwife and stay-at-home girlfriend, I'm afraid my POV will probably be a little biased. I mean, some cultural context here, right? I grew up being told dudes and ladies are equal and can achieve the same things in life. And I genuinely believe that, even now, even all these years of maturing later. Okay, so let's get one hot take out of the way, okay? Are terms like tradwife or stay-at-home girlfriend silly? If you're not sure, just gender swap it, right? Would you call a dude a traditional husband or a stay-at-home boyfriend with any sense of pride? No, never occurred to you? Then the later version of these terms would certainly feel at least somewhat suspect, right? Anyway, enough preamble, right? What do these terms mean? Did Gen Z invent them? Or what? Or are they just rehash of old ideas and a new way for social media influencers to, you know, sell a curated image to line their own pockets? Gee, I wonder which way I'll lean. But then finally I'll decide on a winner, aka loser, in this dumb race in humanity's soulless descent into the abyss, right? So if you enjoy some random rants from a dude with clearly no production values, like, subscribe, share, comment, or whatever. I'll be great regardless, because I just do these funsies. Hit that bell icon. I don't know where that is, actually. But people who watch YouTube, I assume you guys are experts, right? Okay, so let's start with tradwife, right? Sounds mildly innocent. I look it up, and it's just ladies in frilly dresses baking and the like. I like looking up ladies in dresses. My wifey is actually getting into baking, so am I all for this trend? Not at all, right? The problem starts with how this term is contrasting with, right? Apparently tradwives wants that ultra old-fashioned traditional definition of being a housewife as a rejection to the whole boss babe, girl boss fantasy. I mean, girl boss is silly too, but at least those women are aspiring to be at the top of the food chain. Here's my first problem with tradwife, right? Instead of aspiring to the very top of society, now ladies are content to aim at subservient level? I don't know, to whoever that can sustain their lifestyle? Is this some sort of biblical silliness? I guess it's clear I'm no Christian because I don't believe that one gender should certainly obey the other. That's just one pure stupid point, right? Have you met all the dumb-ass dudes out there? But hey, maybe there's a tradwife for all those douchey bros, right? Oh, also the main difference between my wifey, right, who is retired alongside of me, so neither of us works right now, and a tradwife is quite simple. She could and have had some periods in our lives. She could carry this household, this entire household, if she needed to, via her completely badassery at life skills. That's not just baking or cleaning, okay? I mean, I'm not knocking baking or cleaning. Those skills would be hard-pressed to pay for an entire household, though, right? So I'm just, honestly surprised at tradwife ladies, who's essentially saying, hey, I don't want the freedom to make my own choices, but just to be at the mercy of my partner instead. What the actual F? Seriously, what? Okay, before I pop a blood vessel, we have to get to the second term to be evaluated today, and that is the stay-at-home girlfriend. I mean, I can't help but laugh at this one, right? This term is just a rehash of what used to be called a kept woman or mistress, okay? Really, I guess the main difference here is that back in the days, if a dude's keeping a lady but hasn't or refuses to marry her, that lady generally felt her social position is barely above a prostitute and therefore didn't openly advertise it. But you know, these days, social media, plus the fact that most kept ladies, I mean, stay-at-home girlfriends are hot girls, equals flaunted if you've got it, I guess? I mean, this is a more insidious side of capitalism at work here, so I can't really knock it at that fundamental economic level, right? However, just remember, since stay-at-home girlfriends do nothing all day but self-care, it seems, which implies that they understand that their only value is in their appearance or charm. The main problem with this type of self-designation is that giant time limit on it. I mean, if a lady is only a girlfriend and does even less than a tradwife in terms of the whole cooking, baking, whatever, cleaning stuff, I mean, what really makes these girls special exactly? What makes, I mean, there are hot girls that are literally newer every single day, month, year. To be honest, I looked up some of these stay-at-home girlfriends on social media, and they all look and sound just vapid and completely not interesting at all. I'm sorry. If you know your rich boyfriends, I hope you know that your rich boyfriends will just trade for a newer model in like the not too distant future, right? Probably like less than 5 to 10 years. I mean, I seriously wonder if these currently hot girls know that or are in fact just that dumb. It's possible. Now let's do a comparison, right? I feel like tradwife and stay-at-home girlfriends actually share plenty in common, right? They both glamorize very pretty tasks that show up on camera, like baking and self-care. I mean, why can't I see a tradwife, you know, doing a stir-fry or something real messy and greasy when it comes to cooking? Oh, well, how about gutting a fish? Like, do you not think the traditional housewives in that pastoral 50s era did any of that? What about all the cleaning or the childcare, aka poo patrol? I mean, didn't wives used to be responsible for all of that as well? I mean, the kept girlfriends are much worse in this regards, right? Because their guys are usually much more well-to-do, right? So these ladies are accumulating even less skills than the traditional wives. I mean, I guess in both cases, social media influencing does count as a skill. Hey, I should know since my own channel is completely amateurish, right? I'll admit that both lady types I'm talking about today has better at editing prowess than I do. That's respect to you, okay? However, the image they're curating are just huge steps backwards for the entire world. I mean, notice how I didn't say for ladies, because I think it's honestly insulting for dudes, right, as well. Both of these lady archetypes is basically saying all a lady is good for is to remain hot. I mean, who the heck are these people following these awfully dumb ladies, right? I can only hope that it's mostly dudes looking to simp instead of real women who, let's be frank, there's almost no chance that you'll find a dude who can keep a lady or two on the side without committing while paying all the bills. So which is dumber? I still have to go with the stay-at-home girlfriends, because at least the tradwives are married, and maybe 5% of dudes will somehow be obliged simply because of religious reasons or whatnot to not trade for newer models soon. Ew. At the end of the day, I mean, I get it, right? It really doesn't matter if I'm into these trends. Ladies will do what they do to avoid work if that's what they really want, what they think they want, right? I can't blame the desire. I don't want to work either, okay? That is how I got to early retirement, by doing some work I didn't want to do first for like 15, 16 years, okay? These ladies are choosing the same results, just with a different timeline, right? They're choosing to trade away their generally traditional beauty for an arrangement that looks like it minimizes the grind of, you know, the whole work life thing, right? Almost immediately as they become young adults. Again, my only word of caution is, well, all the dudes who are paying, doing the paying here, as they get older, generally will become more valuable because their skill set grows, you know, their ability to make money, right? Create value. But for their tradwife and stay-at-home girlfriends, as time goes on, I mean, where do you think your value is trending exactly? I mean, I'd say think about it, but I don't know if they would. Alright, cheers! A la prochaine!